This is Mike Winkleman, aka Beeple. This is Regular Animals, a new series of work that we have at Art Basel here. They are robot dogs that poop out prints. The pictures that they're taking, they sort of like reinterpret.
Information out there, no other train has passed that train. I do not know if we're gonna make it or when we're gonna make it. So know when you get on, these are your choice.
Yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. In today's compilation, we'll look at some creepy and interesting TikToks that you can't unsee. And if you do enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and let's get it.
It's very strange. All these men that were the inventors of the rockets and stuff, they're all very, very into the occult. And so one guy, Jack Parsons, who is called America's rocket godfather, basically he's the one that started the rocket program in the United States. He was part of this organization called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. He was basically underneath Aleister Crowley.
No way.
He had his own chapter in California. So Aleister Crowley, he joined the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, where he was trained in ceremonial magic. But this guy, Jack Parsons, he said that through the ceremonial magic and whatnot, him, just like others, like the Nazi Party, these Russian engineers, they all received this information about going to space and going to the stars from different entities.
Oh, come on.
They said it was never our knowledge. It was gifted to us. They called them like downloads and stuff. That was just a weird thing to me. This connection of like pretty much the same exact time all over the world, these engineers were receiving these revelations from entities being like, you have to conquer space, conquer the stars. This is how you're going to do it. And they all built these rockets around the same time. Just crazy to me. I also discovered that Buzz Aldrin, along with a ton of astronauts, a ton of NASA directors, were all 33-degree Freemasons. And Buzz Aldrin, when he landed on the moon, with him, one of his belongings that he brought was a tiny little silk flag that was from the Freemason Scottish Rite movement, the 33-degree Masons. Super weird.
What are we doing?
Really weird thing. One of these test pads where they tested the Apollo missions was test pad number 33, and there's only one runway at NASA. Only one runway. It's not runway 1, not runway A. It's runway 33.
Why?
Super weird.
I don't get it, man. This is just beyond me.
And of course, it doesn't really apply to everything, but usually when you see the number 33, there's typically a deeper meaning, and it's usually tied to Freemasonry.
Most music today is tuned to 440 hertz. So what happened? In 1936, the American Standards Association adopted 440 hertz as the standard pitch. This was followed by an international conference in London in 1939. The standard was ratified by the International Organization for Standardization in 1955. Some say it was for convenience. Others believe it was to detract from the calming effects of 432 hertz. 432 hertz is often described as more natural and harmonious, while 440 hertz is seen as brighter and more consistent. 432 hertz creates calm, clarity, and emotional balance. It stimulates the heart instead of the brain, producing a more emotional, soulful experience. Meanwhile, 440 hertz is believed to induce stress, anxiety, and tension.
Here we have the 9 solfeggio frequencies on the right. On the left side we have 430 Hz, 432 Hz, and in the top we have the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance, also known as the heartbeat of the Earth, is believed to have positive effects on human health and well-being. Now that we can view them all at once, it's pretty obvious to see which of them shouldn't be there, right? First of all, 440 is the only one that has a complete lack of symmetry. Additionally, they all feature either 3, 6 or 9 at the bottom, except for 440. Finally, 440 stands alone, being the only one that doesn't have the number 9 in its center.
I can't give you a clear distinction between the 2 hertz, but I think a good beat with a nice melody would do for most people. This pack of chicken wings probably has more preservatives than we can count.
So you telling me they put speed limits in place so people won't open up portals while they driving? And you know, it always kind of did seem a little bit off that it's cars that go up to 200 miles per hour. But for some reason, even on the highways and the freeways, the fastest they want people driving is 75. 75 miles per hour. Don't make no sense. Then even if you go and watch Back to the Future, Marty McFly had to drive 88 miles per hour in order to time travel. But let's add a whole nother layer to it. Think about the way streets even designed in the first place. The fact that soon as you catching a little bit of momentum, red lights everywhere, unnecessary traffic, stop signs everywhere, to the point where you can't even drive these cars how fast you want to drive in the first place. Now let's think about this. When you design a building and it's a cube shape, a box shape, it contains energy. The energy isn't able to flow freely. Now think about schools and school zones. And we know that when we children, your energy level's the highest. And that's when we the closest to the spiritual world still. Now think about the fact that that's where they had you drive the slowest at. And if you was to drive too fast out there, it might be way easier to open the portal in the first place, which is why they lay these rules down in the way that they do in the school zones. Now think about even in neighborhoods where everybody live and it's all of this energy in one place. On top of the fact that the city decide where these neighborhoods are built in the first place. Now think about the fact that all of these houses, they box shaped, speed bumps everywhere. Seem like something in common with all of these places, right? On top of the fact you can't drive how fast you want to drive out there either. And even if you was to try, it's all of these different turns, the streets not that long in the first place, and if they is, speed bumps. Something to think about. Maybe it's because they don't want you opening up portals. Now we see why certain people be going missing in certain places, and that's not to account for everybody, but it makes sense with some of these strange cases where people just be in their car, gone.
I can't link driving fast with portals opening up, but we have no business going 90, 95 miles per hour anyways. All that does is raise your anxiety up.
This is Mike Winkleman, aka Beeple. This is Regular Animals, a new series of work that we have at Art Basel here. They are robot dogs that poop out prints. The pictures that they're taking, they sort of like reinterpret how they see the world. So it has artists and it also has Elon and sort of like Zuckerberg. And increasingly, these sort of like technologists and people who control these algorithms are deciding what we see, how we see the world. And then I'm in there and sort of like, I just throw myself in there.
On a creepy scale from 1 to 10, that's 11. I'm just curious if Elon or Mark Zuckerberg gave consent to do this.
Bruh, what the hell did they do to the twins, y'all? What happened to Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, y'all? What the heck, y'all? Bro, these celebrities are something else. They are doing something to these people, y'all. This is beyond me, man. These people look like the very first cavemen. Are you kidding me, bro? What is going on here? So can we all agree that everything is going downhill right now because all the celebrities are looking cooked? Hollywood is shutting down. The music industry is crap, man. The movies are not hitting like they used to anymore. Like, we're literally waking up from this illusion, and all of this was part of the illusion, y'all. Like, it's crazy how they are changing so much, man. Every person that we grew up with or that we know that we watch on television has changed exponentially. They even got them rocking all the gold, man. Like, what? Like, is this part of the golden age? You know, the golden dome, that whole Donald Trump thing? Like, this is crazy. Hollywood is doing way too much, man. They got these girls looking like the troll dolls. Like, y'all remember them things, the troll dolls? But I heard this is Louis Vuitton's new cover for their Christmas magazine. They're really trying to get y'all to go out there and go all out and buy some stuff because they're giving you twins this year. Like, y'all see that? Like, nobody's buying stuff, so they decided to give you twins. The 2-for-1 deal. Very interesting times that we live in, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
Mary-Kate and Ashley is more or less about my age, but there they look about 20 years older.
Bruh, what is going on in the skies right now? Because this ain't normal. Airlines all across the world just started canceling and delaying flights. All because a software update on one of the most common planes in the sky started acting weird, y'all. And get this, analysts think that the same computer glitch might have played a role in the JetBlue plane altitude suddenly dropping last month. Imagine you on a plane just chilling, relaxing, and all of a sudden the joint just nosedive or just drop out of nowhere, all because of a code update. Then the Airbus came out and said something completely even crazier. They are investigating and found signs of intense solar radiation may have corrupted data inside the flight control systems. So we talking solar radiation, like the sun is now messing with planes. Y'all remember them 2 blackouts? Now we having plane blackouts. I don't know what's happening, y'all. Between the radiation and the software glitches and a plane suddenly dropping altitude, all I'm gonna tell you, something is not adding up.
No other train has passed that train. I do not know if we're gonna make it or when we're gonna make it. So know when you get on, these are your choice.
They just said that the train that left from here at 8 o'clock this morning, crazy, the train that left St. Louis at 8 a.m. didn't make it to Chicago, they said? That's a little, and they don't even know, like they lost communication with the train. That's some scary shit. Like, yeah, oh Lord. If they, because no other train has passed where it would be, and oh God, I hope these people are okay. God bless, ooh. Oh my goodness.
These are your choices. I'm not telling you not to take the train. I'm just giving you the information now so you're not on the train saying, why didn't anybody tell me?
The train that left before, are y'all going to Chicago? Yeah. Okay, so the one at 8 a.m. went to Chicago and never made it to Chicago. They think it is stuck on somewhere on between here and there. So he said if you get on the train, you may not make it to Chicago tonight. That it's a little bit scary. I love your coat. Wow.
That sounds like the train version of the TV show Manifest in the Making. This is one of the very few times I'll be happy to get a canceled flight.
The Chinese government made Yao Ming's parents marry.
Oh, they made them marry?
They made him marry and have a baby. His mother was the tallest woman on the Chinese national team, and his father was the tallest guy.
And they made them get married.
So you guys have to have a baby for the republic.
Damn. And they came up with Yao Ming.
They came out with Yao.
Damn, I did not know that. You about to look that up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was tough.
The reports of Chinese government making Yao Ming's parents to produce star athlete are exaggerated of the state's run sports program that them together. The story is not one of genetic engineering, but a state of sponsored athletic system with eugenics undertones.
I don't know. It sounds like
I don't
Craig
know.
Right. I'm going with
Yeah,
Craig's
it kind of sounds like, yeah.
I'm going with Craig's theory right now.
Because they're not denying it.
Do you know how incredible the NBA would be if Shaq and Lisa Leslie had a baby? If LeBron and Serena had a baby, nigga?
The scary part about that is it's a girl. Get you up, man.
I feel like Yao Ming was a few inches from having a height that's illegal in the NBA.
I was taken when I was 2 years old in 1970, and I spent a total of 60 years in the program. And I know that's kind of initially difficult to grasp as far as concept is concerned, but when you understand the technology that many of the world's nations have now, they can actually transfer timelines, and you can take you forward or backward in time. And that's what they did. So I spent 60 years and I was sent back in 1970. Basically, there was no loss of time whatsoever. And I was returned back at that time in a new cloned body that was 2 years old. Basically, it's as if I'd never left. So in the future, everything is disclosed. Everybody knows about all the different races that are out, the many thousands of races that are actually in space and that actually have interaction with Earth itself in some form or fashion, whether that's through a confederation or federation, which we have several in our solar system. and everybody knows about it in the future, and it's not that far away.
Could you imagine that one day we would be able to download our human brain capacity into Optimus?
Yes. I think that is, I'm not saying this is, I think it is possible, I think, to do that. It is possible.
Which would be a different way of eternal life, because we would also download our personalities into a body.
Yes, we could download the things that we believe make ourselves unique. Now, of course, if you're not in a body anymore, that there's definitely going to be some difference there, you know. So, but as far as preserving our memories, our personality, if you will, I think we could do that.
To be able to transfer a human brain and consciousness to a robot is a true definition of an NPC.
Have you heard about the 2045 Initiative, a non-profit organization with hopes of extending the human lifespan using artificial intelligence? Started by Russian billionaire Dmitry Iskov. He claims he can make all humans immortal. They have 4 major milestones in their plan. Number 1 was to create a remote control avatar. 2 was to ensure that the human brain could be transferred into that avatar at the time of a person's death. Number 3 was to ensure that consciousness and personality could be uploaded to the avatar at the time of a person's death. Number 4 gets rid of the physical body. They hope the human race can live on in holographic form. This is getting sci-fi. If you've seen Black Mirror, you've seen them experiment with the idea of holographic consciousness. The 2045 Initiative calls this idea cybernetic immortality. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos have funded similar ideas. Artificial humanoid avatars, brain-computer interfaces. What do you guys think about immortal life? Do you think that could help us get to the fight?
This is when humans play God but can't remotely get close to that level.
Weapons, aren't they?
That's correct. There's no entry or exit wound. How they're designed is to make the target feel like they're crazy, like they're imagining things.
And you guys also said that these attacks are happening right here in this city. Is that correct?
I mean, there have been some that have gone public with respect to Washington, D.C.
I think it was Mr. Grozev said you spoke to a Russian agent who said that they believe that Americans are using these same weapons on them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Might that have something to do with part of the CIA's motive to cover up the existence of this tech and these weapons?
That is a very logical possibility.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
I had one guy who was possessed. He went on YouTube and tried to open his third eye through a video and felt the demon go into him through the YouTube video. No disrespect to YouTube, but that's what he did. His name is John. I worked with him for 2 years, and we never got him fully liberated. So obviously, with the advent of our culture, we all have a phone in our hand now with access to both good and evil. You know, the phone's neutral, but you can use it for bad things, and you can get into bad things with it. And she said on 3 occasions in these messages she gives to the world, sin is at an all-time high. This is the most evil generation since the inception of man.
Spiritual warfare is real, and I do believe there's things that we can look at or listen to that can have an adverse effect on us.
There is no hell. There isn't. Hell is an invention of the church, and you can see why. It was never in the Bible. It's something has been invented. There is no hell. A loving God would not do that to people. You are allowed to make all the mistakes you want. You're allowed to come back and do it again and again till you get it right. They don't punish you just because you make a mistake and throw you into an oven. It doesn't work that way. You have to realize you have made mistakes. Earth is a school. But it's a school, you come here to learn lessons, but it's a school where you can't skip a grade, but you can have to repeat a grade. You don't get it right, you have to come back and do it again until you get it right. You can't go from kindergarten to college, it's impossible. You have to learn the lessons, and the lessons are not easy. Earth is a school where you learn emotions and limitations. Those are the 2 main things, emotions and limitations. Those are not taught on other planets. This is a very challenging planet. So you come here to learn these things, and it's all important lessons.
Her Bible must be missing a few books because hell is definitely a real place.
It's not, it's just something that ain't easy to do. So I commend everybody.
I look at it like everybody in the world who ever played basketball wanted to go to the NBA, bro. Every kid from every state,
from across seas, everything. And some of the people that got to do that, bro, it's a small list, bro.
On the guys who they don't look at as the so-called superstars, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Cause it's so much going on, bro. Like, and I don't even want to get into all that, but a lot of like, bro, like some niggas, bro, some superstars took a different route. I'm gonna be real. Like, some superstars took a different route, and I ain't get on here to talk about that much. But some of that shit come with some demonic shit, some dark shit. You feel me? Some of that shit, like it get real, you know. So I appreciate my journey. I appreciate my career. I appreciate my legacy.
The majority of people still think Flock is just a plate reader on a pole, but every pass logs your vehicle's make, model, color, decals, speed estimate, timestamp, and route, and all this feeds into a massive movement database. That's really just the entry layer. Flock now links with Ring, letting police request doorbell footage directly through the app. They've also added audio detection, real-time alerts, and cross-city data sharing. Then you add in the drones, automated launch, live aerial video, plate reads from the sky, even vehicle following. They can now cover entire neighborhoods in minutes and plug into the same network.
Welcome to the future, a world of global high-tech surveillance where no one can hide. Whether you're innocent or guilty, the authorities can keep tabs on you. Use a credit card, drive down to the shops, log on to your computer. Chances are someone's watching you. And that's just the beginning. You'll be horrified at what they already know, what they'll be able to find out about you. In Middlesbrough, England, you don't dare step out of line.
Cut the young lady in the dark coloured jacket and the light coloured trousers. Please pick your cup up and put it in the rubbish bins provided.
Here, the town's 150,000 citizens are not only under 24-hour surveillance, they're being publicly shamed into minding their manners.
Thank you.
21 of the town's 200 CCTV cameras have speakers.
In a way, we're living in a science fiction future, but most of us don't realise that it's happened, or the speed of technology which has enabled it to happen.
Never in history have our private lives been more publicly observed. From CCTV to the internet, our every move can be tracked. But we've always been told Big Brother was there to protect us.
So you're saying to me that what started out as a reasonable thing to do has crept much further, so by stealth come under the door?
Yeah.
So there, behind us is a globe camera, probably camera down that street.
I have no objection to surveillance camera in an underground, underpass or in a car park or anything, because it protects people. It actually does deter crime, and I have no contest with that. But I mean, the current year, we've got about 1 in 17 people in the whole British population, so that includes children as well, have been under some kind of official surveillance. That means emails intercepted, phone calls intercepted, maybe some sort of discreet watch on their house and their movements.
If you think that's extraordinary, it's nothing. It won't matter where you are in the world. The era of global surveillance is upon us, and there'll be nowhere to hide. From an office in Boston, Adam Bogue is using his diamond touch table to show me how satellite surveillance could potentially pinpoint any of us anywhere on Earth.
As simple as that, it's just the touch of a fingertip, isn't it?
Once on the ground, CCTV cameras could take over to track an individual on the street. Then, face recognition technology would identify who you are and everything about you.
From the video footage, we can extract their facial appearance and also their facial shape, and then match that to a database of shapes and appearances that we would have. And if there's a match, we would obviously find who that person is.
3D face recognition so sophisticated, it will soon be possible to create a database of all of us, made from the happy snaps we post on sites like Facebook.
Big Brother is already happening. The question is, how do we deal with it, and what policies do we have so that we can still maintain the little privacy that we do have?
With the amount of CCTV cameras that are around, it's amazing how many crimes go unresolved.
Ancient Egypt isn't in Egypt. It's actually in the Grand Canyon. They don't want you to know that.
Yeah.
There's pyramids down there. There's pyramids in the Bermuda Triangle. That's why they lie to you about the Bermuda Triangle. It's a lie.
Right.
Because there's space stations down there. The extraterrestrials come out of our waters and go down to the next world.
Right.
Okay, it doesn't always go up through domes because you have to have the certain frequency to get through a dome.
You could go
so
down
a lot
instead.
of them go down through the shoals under the earth of the whole plane of earth and come up through oceans. We don't have that technology because we're only 8,000 years old.
Right.
They have it and have been monitoring us since we were born.
Right.
But we don't know that because we're stupid and we pay attention to television.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a lot to take.
My neighbor waved at me this morning, but I found out he passed last night. This morning around 7:30, I was taking out the trash like usual. My neighbor across the street waved at me from his porch. He always does. Same gray hoodie, same slow wave. I waved back, didn't think anything of it. About an hour later, I saw flashing lights out front, 2 sheriff units. Then a coroner van pulled up. I walked over and asked what happened. One of the officers said he passed away last night around 9:40 p.m. No one found him until this morning. I told him, I saw the guy. I waved to him. The officer just stared at me. Then he asked, was he wearing anything specific? I said, yeah, a gray hoodie. The cop looked at his partner, then said, that's what he was found in. Slumped in a chair inside, he never left the house. He waved first, and he smiled like he always does.
Either this guy was half asleep and saw something that was not really the case based on prior repetition, or something spiritual happened.
All right, y'all, it's story time. Now, I'm a very, spiritual man, but for them to be on this planet, we gotta talk.
Guys, look, there's no one here. No one in this corner. Look at this. Still, nobody here. Look at my left camera.
Somebody help me explain this now. I always, I believe in spirits, but I don't believe in ghosts. And I don't believe they'd be standing there looking like that. But man, we're in a different world. This could be the Matrix.
It could be a guy who came out of nowhere and decided to cross the road last minute, but just based on his posture and how he looks at the car while he drove away, it's pretty spooky.
Yo, I'm just trying to figure out why I'm the only person with a red box on my face.
Why is that? Shh.
I don't got no red box. What that mean?
What does that mean? That's a good question. Because she was the only one in that store with the red box around her head. Now, people saying that means that you stole before and they're watching you. That's what they said. I wouldn't know. I wasn't there. I don't run the security system. But why was that red box around her head? Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what the hell is going on over there at that store. And you know what store I'm talking about. But guess what? I don't know. Something's up. Shut up! Do it when you go to the store next time. Put the camera out to the other camera and see if there's a red box around you. Then you will know, because everybody else, there was no red box. And stop playing with me, son. It's not a camera on you guys. You know what time is it. Shut up! Walmart updated the technology. Some people say it's an AI scanning your face. But why was it only scanning her face? That's what they said. Like I said, I wouldn't know. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a camera on you guys. You know what time is it. But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to Walmart, right, and I pull my camera phone up and I point it at the camera and there's a red box around my head, can I please see the manager?
For the mere fact she thought of pointing her phone camera to Walmart's security system raises a lot of questions.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm looking at this. Look.
It is 12:45 at night. And it's, hey, look at it. I am tripping. What the flip? All my stuff. Hold up. It's floating around. Yo, this is crazy. What the flip? All my stuff. Hold up. It's floating around. Yo, this is crazy.
A lightning ball is as real as it gets, and I'm kind of curious how it got inside the house, but that's it for the video. Thanks for kicking it with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, but before you leave, smash the like button and sub up. Let me know what you think about any of those clips in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.